Welcome to the Aga Khan Centre. The Aga Khan Centre is a collaboration between His Highness the Aga Khan and the Pritzker Award-winning architect Fumihiko Maki. This is his first commission in the UK, and it is the third in 3 buildings that His Highness the Aga Khan and Fumihiko Maki have constructed together. Every time that they collaborate, they start with an exchange of letters. His Highness wrote a letter to Fumihiko Maki and outlined the 3 principles that he wanted reflected in this building. The first was openness, to underscore the way that the Aga Khan institutions in this building are open to the world, open to the public, and interested in a spirit of dialogue. The second is light. So it was very important that this building reflect the principle of knowledge, which you see reflected in light throughout the building. The third animating principle of the building is pluralism. All 3 of the organizations in different ways are devoted to the study of different faiths, backgrounds, and traditions. When His Highness the Aga Khan was looking for a place to be based in London, he chose King's Cross. In the 19th century, King's Cross was a vital crossroads for goods and materials coming into and going out of the UK. So what Argent did was they knew that you had some key anchor institutions. The British Library was here, the Crick Institute was there, Central St. Martin's across the street. And the idea was to continue locating other organizations and institutions that are devoted to knowledge, ideas, etc., so that you would create a crossroads for ideas and knowledge in the 21st century. So this is the Terrace of Learning, one of the 6 gardens and courtyards featured in the building. It's inspired by the Islamic traditions of Andalusia. So when you're out here, you should picture yourself in a Spanish garden with this sort of growth. But the other important thing to know about it, and the reason it's called the Terrace of Learning, is that traditionally in Islamic libraries, there's always an outdoor space where people can come and they can contemplate and think. Important, as you can see, is that people can come out here, they can study and they contemplate, and that's part of the traditional way that Islamic libraries have incorporated gardens and terraces into the fabric of their building, and it's something that His Highness wanted Fumihiko Maki to do in this building. One of the interesting features about Islamic architecture, and I think Islamic thought generally, and Japanese architecture and Japanese thought, is this notion that when you come into places, they slowly unveil themselves to you. And so one of the things that you see in this building is that sort of thing. So you'll find, all of a sudden, you'll find a form like this, a geometrical shape, and then it's reflected in the pattern on the floor, or the pattern in the tile, or the pattern on the windows. And it just gives you that sense of slowly revealing itself. And I think that's one of the reasons why His Highness has wanted to collaborate so often with Maki. And it's a feature you find in all of their buildings.